Oh, what a mess. Oh boy. That. And pipe wrench. It should be there, and it's not. Oh, this one will work, I suppose. Oh, there it is. That's more better. Got help this morning loading pigs. We're supposed to be moving pigs, not chickens. Trying is the... What?
Be useful.
Be useful?
Push the chicken this way.
All right.
Shut the fence off.
Come on, you.
Hurt the chicken. No.
Oh. There you go. Perfect.
If you had cooperated.
Well, good morning and welcome back to Balfour Farm.
Morning.
Got help this morning, so we're gonna go load some pigs.
I do exist.
You do exist, and she does work on the farm every once in a great while.
Hey.
Get the trailer hooked up and we're gonna go load 5 pigs to head to the butcher.
Got all your tools?
Yes.
And the coffee cup?
Yes. Most important. Which way it goes.
Well, it's early. You still have a lot of coffee left. I wasn't sure if you were ready for this.
I'm not ready for this, but...
Will it do?
That'll do.
Bringing the ground up with it.
Better remember to put that chain on the back door too. Is it last time did you lose 1 pig in the parking lot?
I lost a pig in the parking lot of the butcher.
Yeah.
I was in doing the slips and they came out and they're like, oh, there's a pig loose.
Ha.
I might have run the tank over. Whoops. We don't need to tell him about that. Well, he said the first time's always perfect, so let's see how he does.
Well, they were. Some
of them were still in there. Well, now you can pick and choose who you want.
Yeah.
Well, we'll push them all back in. Somebody's very happy this morning. We'll push them all back in there. We can just put a gate across. Good morning, everybody. Who wants to go for a ride? Hi. Good morning. I'm an essential worker today.
You are. Hey, don't let them out. Alright.
So I think the 2 big red spotted ones and the black one.
2, that's 3. We need 5.
I was waiting for you to say which black one.
Oh.
They're all black. This one.
I'd say all red. Oh yeah, that one's pretty big.
I mean, they're going this week or they're going next week, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So Not going to be a big difference. I'd say the first 5 to get on the trailer.
That's fine too. Here, I'm just gonna open this up.
All right. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'd say right there. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, perfect.
Ready on the bus.
Now. Oh. Yeah. Come on, pig. Big red one, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
The ones you wanted, but it's fine. Just steal the wire thing out of here.
I just did. Finally, getting ready to hit the road here. And, just gonna stop before I leave the yard. Make sure the trailer is all set. So I always just double check my lights and my connections there. Make sure the doors are latched. Yeah, we're good to go. So gonna hit the road. It's an hour drive up to Maple Lane, which is up in Charleston, Maine. That's where we're headed with these pigs. That's where we take them all. All right, so got an hour drive. Thought it would take you long. Kind of show you. It's a really nice ride up to Maple Lane. Got my breakfast sandwich. Got my coffee. All of our tethers, but anyway, we're gonna get heading here. We're already 20 minutes late. It's always a really nice ride up here to the butcher. There's a bunch of big potato farms that are along the way. There's a couple dairy farms, and there's actually a bunch of Amish also everywhere. So there's always plenty to see. So it's kind of a nice ride. Not much traffic up this way either. Has some really big John Deere equipment. It's like I was saying earlier, a lot of these farms up this way grow potatoes, but they also grow corn for grain, and then a lot of small grains. So it's part of their rotation for their potatoes, but they all have these big irrigation lines everywhere. All right, well, I've got the pigs all unloaded. Now I'm just headed back to the farm. I didn't video any of the unloading. I figured I was already late and I didn't want to slow them down anymore. So we normally try and get the pigs there about 8 o'clock in the morning, and it was, I don't know, almost 8:30. They're unloaded. I actually have some pork here. They had a little bit of our bacon and a few other things that were ready. So I'm gonna get this back to the farm, get it in the freezer, and hopefully clean out the trailer here today. It's warm enough that it's actually thawed out. So like to get this cleaned out. Then I've got the pig barn, some work there. I need to sort pigs and clean pens and move pigs around. So all right, well, I am back at it today. Yesterday when I hauled those pigs, I said I was going to clean out the pig barn and try and clean out the trailer. Two projects that I really wanted to get done. Neither one really worked out. I started to clean out the pig barn, and things rapidly went south. So yesterday, after I hauled those pigs and dropped them off at the butcher, I came back and we take out the walls. You've probably seen it in the past. We've done it many times. I come in with a skid steer, and the plan had been to clean out as many of the pig pens as I could. So I have one empty one now from where we just moved some pigs out. And I planned on cleaning a pen, moving pigs, cleaning a pen, moving pigs. That didn't work out. So the skid steer actually quit in the middle of cleaning out that first pen, so I didn't even get one done. I tried to fix it quickly, and it quickly broke again. So there's a drive shaft down in the way in behind the motor. It's pretty difficult to get to. I'd fixed it once in the past. This is a new motor that I put in this skid steer a long time ago. But yeah, the drive shaft was just coming apart. I put some bolts in it real quick, just thinking it might get us by just long enough to use it for the day, and then I could put it in the shop. No such luck. When the skid steer didn't work, I thought I would take the small John Deere that I have and try and get in there. It's not ideal and it's not easy to do, but I thought I would take the small John Deere, get in, clean out the pig barn, use it the best I could. I went to start the John Deere, and the starter was actually no good. So, yeah, 2 for 2. Skid steer's down. Twice actually, and then the John Deere starter wouldn't start at all. Couldn't move it or anything. Tried a few things, just wouldn't work. So that's at the point where I decided to just give up. I went in the shop and spent the rest of the day in the shop cleaning up. It was an absolute disaster. So cleaned up, made enough room that I could get the John Deere in. This morning I put a new starter in that. It's running great and it works good. But now I need to drag the skid steer because it won't drive. Need to drag it back into the, I wonder if it will start this morning. Maybe I'll give it a shot and try and start it. Anyway, I need to get it in the shop so I can actually work on it. It's going to take some time to fabricate some parts and get that thing fixed up and running again. Boy, that thing just sounds awful. Well, I'm going to put the seat back on it and try and drive it to the shop. Originally, I had planned on taking the John Deere and dragging it, but if I can drive it, even if it's a slow go, it'll be better than dragging it and then having to push it into the shop. So this Bobcat here is well, it's older than I am. Built back in the early to mid 1960s. All right, let's just hope this starts again. Yesterday it was having an issue starting also. The battery kept going dead, so. That doesn't sound good. All right, well, it's been a day. I finished, yesterday I spent the day, you would have seen I managed to drive the skid steer into the shop, and I spent the better part of the day working on it and fixing it, and I hope I finally have it fixed. I'll show you what I did here. I didn't video any of the repairs, mostly because, I don't know, the guys that originally built these skid steers, they must have been incredibly flexible and had incredibly tiny hands. It's hard to reach everything, so there was barely enough room for me to get in there and work on it. Never mind actually videoing. All you would have seen is my 2 feet sticking out of the back of the skid steer here, but I'll show you what I did do. So I left this in the shop overnight. I put some thread lock on there, and I wanted to make sure it got good and dry, and we're going to take it for a test drive here in a minute, and hopefully it works. So the issue I had, which is, it's tough to get in here and show, but there's a drive shaft there. So the main drive belt, it drives off the motor. There's a belt drive with a clutch, and there's a coupling piece that actually, there's 2 separate shafts, and that block kind of couples the 2 shafts together. The bolts kept backing out of that, and it did a lot of damage. So I'll show you what happened here. So those 2 blocks, they have a keyway, which is a little piece of square metal in there, and when they came loose, they actually just chewed this piece of metal up, and they also chewed those blocks up. So I couldn't put a new piece of this back in. So what I had to do is I actually had to drill through the blocks on the drill press, get them lined up just perfect, drilled through, and then I put a hardened grade 8 bolt through the 2 shafts and through the block and coupled it all together. So they kind of act as a shear bolt now. And I hope it works. It nearly destroyed the shaft with the when it came loose. So we're gonna go take it for a test spin. I have given up on the pig barn for the day, or for the week. I've put fresh bedding in, and I'm going to go use this in the cow barn. We're gonna scrape down real quick and see if it works. It's a good spot to test it out. All right, well, I consider that a success. Managed to clean out the cow barn and nothing fell off the skid steer, so it seemed to work okay. Still have a few more adjustments, I think. It was running a little bit slow and I need to mess with the throttle on it, but overall, it's fixed. Other repair of the week, I don't know that I actually showed it, but in there we got a nice new shiny starter, so let's see how this starts. Perfect. All right, well, overall, it's been a pretty successful week. I managed to get the tractor there fixed, the skid steer. Didn't get all the projects done that I wanted to, but that's the way it goes every week, so it's nothing new there. But on the bright side, I did manage to get my shop completely cleaned up and functional where I can actually come in and do stuff, so which is really nice. Get all the tools put away. Yeah, it's really nice to walk in here and see a clean floor, clean workbench, and stuff where it should be. I do need to get the hay equipment out and start getting it serviced and go through it, grease it, clean it up. So it'll be nice to have the shop empty so I can pull things in here and work on them if I need to. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you wanna see more of what we're doing here on the farm, and we will see you next time. I gotta take that off. Oh, and look at that. The pipe wrench is right where it's supposed to be. How nice. Most important part. Put it back where you found it, right? That's not always the easiest part though.